it's going to look like.
So right now, I know like principals are like submitting budgets for the next year, kind of right now in this time window. All of that's being approved in the spring. Say they're like in the school year now and they've realized that they want to make a shift in their budget. What does that look like for them? What flexibility do they have right now to say, like, I allocated dollars for this, but really it's January and I want to shift those funds over here?
Yep. So our office, actually, the 13 of us, we what we did at the end of December, looked at, for the title side. Now, local side is pretty much an average cost for salaries, but on title side, we look at what is called true up salaries. If there was an average when we actually built we're working in 17-18 budgets right now. So we true it up salaries to see if the school has money left over. So between January and February 16th, I think, we allow for principals to say, you've got this amount of money left, and we run reports based on their spending throughout the whole year and say, you got this amount of funds left. Let's have a conversation about, are there initiatives, things that you want to try for this semester, hopefully aligned to your data that says, let me try this. Or this, what we said in the school, based off our first milestone meeting, that didn't necessarily get us the gains that we want. Let's try this. So they do have an opportunity to work with their school improvement program facilitator to make those changes. Hopefully they only make 2 between January and February 16th. That is the hope. But a lot of times that does not stick to the 2 changes. But February 16th is the deadline. So they do have flexibility to kind of move some money. And also we're doing milestone meetings, our second milestone meeting right now. So if schools are looking at their data and say, we've done all of this up to this semester, and we feel like, hey, we've heard about this reading program or anything along that will help with their data, they can align that money to get the return on investment that they're looking for.
Right.
So it kind of aligns together, but they do have the opportunity to move funds.
How many milestone meetings do they have with you all?
So at least 2 they have with us. Certain schools have additional meetings depending on if there's some grants that they're under, things of that nature. A school can have their updated meetings as they like. You would hope that they're looking at their data periodically. I know with their RTI process, they have to look at their data, some of their data at least every 5 weeks.
Yes.
So, there should be a continuum of that process going. But for us, it's just 2 a year in the fall and in the spring to kind of see, are we on the right path based on what you said you were going to do in your school improvement plan. So we get those 2.
Yeah. How often are principals reaching out proactively to you to say, hey, this is what the budget said, but I want to make this change, versus you all coming together for this sort of, set in stone meeting and then having a conversation around it? Like you kind of reaching out to them for coaching.
Yeah, we I think all of us definitely talk to their principals quite a bit.
Okay.
I think that the conversations, especially around this time when we've kind of we've had a semester, we in our office want a certain amount of percentage of their dollars already spent at a certain time. So we look at that. We look at what they've already done. We have a tracking workbook that kind of assists to kind of keep up with their funds. So they definitely reach out. It just depends if you've really built that relationship, and I think that's been beneficial when you were asking about for principals, their autonomy and things of that nature. If you had that relationship with a principal, you're hearing from them, every couple of weeks or monthly or things of that nature to really kind of make those decisions. And they go to conferences, or they hear from another school, hey, we tried this and this really worked. So of course they'll look at their funds, talk with their bookkeeper, talk with us to see, do they really have that the funding to kind of try something different if what they planned didn't work.
So if you were, sorry, these are not, I'm just, as we've been talking, I have additional questions. So if you're thinking about, how many principals do you work with?
So I have 15 schools.
15 schools, okay.
But all of us are different. Some have 13 to 15. It just depends. Like, for example, most of mine are elementaries.
Okay.
So I have 2 charters, 2 early learning centers, which are the pre-K centers. So then I have 11 elementary schools.
Okay.
And all of them are, for the most part, and they're all in 2 different quadrants. Have they explained the quadrant situation? Okay. So I have 2 in